Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel Tarot Z. I am Z and I'm going to be doing your tarot reading, finding out what are the messages for the cards that come out in this reading for you today. Thank you so much for joining and for being here for the reading. So let's begin and find out what cards come out in the reading and what messages come through with the cards for today's reading. So the first card that we have is the Three of Pentacles. It's in the reverse, but we do have some earth sign energy with this. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, or even a Virgo. We have the Two of Swords. And we have the Queen of Cups. And at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands from up here at the bottom of the deck, this does feel like an energy of having a connection. I do feel like having what feels like a spark between yourself and somebody else when it comes to the beginning of something. I feel like also a spark being something that's really pushing things forward towards a new chapter, especially within a connection. But this Ace of Wands, this does feel like an energy of also having the desire to be able to kind of start something with somebody or be able to create something with somebody. I do feel like also when it comes to starting something, it does feel like it's getting started in a way that does feel like it's going to lead to something successful and meaningful. I do feel like with the Ace of Wands up over here, especially between two people, when it comes to a beginning of a relationship, it feels like having a lot of attraction. And I do feel like also the spark in this connection makes this connection feel like there's this instant kind of recognition of the connection between you two. I do feel like though the Three of Pentacles show up in the reverse, this feels like an energy of somebody working hard at trying to be able to make something work. I do feel like when it comes to being able to get on the same page, maybe at odds with somebody, but the Three of Pentacles show up in the reverse, this feels like an energy of kind of putting in work to be able to get to a place of being able to cooperate with each other in a way that's going to lead to being on the same page. Do you feel like with the Two of Swords and the showing up over here, this feels like a bit of a defensive energy, and I do feel like with this also feels like a bit of a guarded energy, kind of having walls up. So it does feel like a slow to be able to open up to the situation or to someone, but it does feel like when it comes to being able to kind of experience getting past a situation within a connection, there could be a need for communication that's more so open. And with this Two of Swords showing up over here, this feels like an energy of somebody who's in a space of wanting to be able to really be cautious when it comes to being able to open up themselves to that. But I do feel like with the Queen of Cups showing up over here, there is genuine care in this connection. I do also feel like there's a lot of sensitivity around a certain situation, but with the Queen of Cups showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of having a deep connection. I feel like one that does go deep. It does feel like it is also one where emotionally there is something here. I do feel like there's something that's connecting you with this person. With this Queen of Cups showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of having a lot of care towards the situation. Do you feel like there is a need for somebody to be able to express that openly? But with the Queen of Cups showing up over here, it's definitely there. So I'm going to clarify these cards. We have the Seven of Pentacles. And we have the Page of Cups. And we have the King of Wands in the reverse. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Lovers card. So we do have some Gemini energy with the Lovers card from up here. But with the Lovers card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of kind of being at what may feel like a crossroads, somebody needing to make a decision and be able to stand on that. I do feel like with the Lovers card showing up over here, when it comes to a connection between two people, you do complement each other quite well, especially when it comes to your energies. And I do feel like with the Lovers card showing up over here, this also feels like, especially within a connection, having a strong connection. Do you feel like with this Ace of Wands, it feels like having a strong spark in the connection, which makes the connection feel like there's this instant recognition of this connection between the two of you. I do feel like it is something that is rooted in something that is actually, I do feel like it's grounded. It's something that is real between the two of you. With the Lovers card show up over here, this does feel like an energy of your person. And I do feel like your person also seeing you as their person. I do feel like though the Seven of Pentacles showing up over here, this feels like an energy of needing to put in work to make a connection work. And with the Three of Pentacles showing up in the reverse, this does feel like an energy of when it comes to being able to be on the same page and cooperate with each other, it's not just happening naturally, it is something that is happening as a result of being able to work at it. Do you feel like with the Seven of Pentacles, this feels like an energy of a person wanting to be able to make things work with you? You do feel like this person putting in effort. I do feel like though they may be in a space where they are doubting whether it's enough. I do feel like with the Page of Cups showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of wanting to be able to make an effort, especially when it comes to being able to kind of reach somebody, extend somewhat of an offer that does feel like it's coming from the heart. I do feel like with this Page of Cups, this feels like a pretty vulnerable energy. And I do feel like with that Two of Swords showing up over here, this feels like a defensive energy of kind of holding back or kind of wanting to be able to kind of self-protect and that having walls up. But with the Page of Cups, this does feel like an effort to be able to kind of make an effort towards being able to let somebody in or being able to really give a connection a chance. I do feel like with the Page of Cups, this feels like an energy of putting in effort to be able to kind of get somebody's attention. And I do feel like with this Page of Cups, this does feel like it is a genuine attempt. I do feel like with the King of Cups showing up in the reverse, this feels like an energy of kind of being in a space where when it comes to how somebody is feeling or even somebody being able to take action towards you, this person is in a space where I do feel like they may be actually doubting themselves or doubting their intent or the action that they're about to take when it comes to this connection with you. With this King of Wands showing up in the reverse, this does feel like a bit of an energy of being in a space where somebody may be kind of a little bit unconfident when it comes to being able to take action. It could be that they feel unconfident with where things are at this time. But the Queen of Cups showing up over here, I do feel like there is a strong connection that this person has with you. I do feel like there are strong feelings. And even with the Lovers card, this does feel like an energy of having a very strong, when it comes to this person's feelings towards you, they have very strong feelings. I do feel like they may be in a space of wanting to be able to do something. And with the King of Wands showing up over here, it's like they are hesitant or they may actually be kind of questioning themselves. So I'm going to clarify these cards. We have the heart-to-heart conversations. We have worth waiting for. And we have the wedding card. So the heart-to-heart conversations card showing up over here, this does feel like having the opportunity to be able to have open communication with somebody. I do also feel like it's something that may be needed with this Two of Swords showing up over here. This does feel like an energy of being able to hear someone out and someone being able to hear you out. I do feel like with the heart-to-heart conversations, this does also feel like an energy of being able to connect through your conversations in this connection. I do feel like with the heart-to-heart conversations card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being able to work things out through communication. I do feel like with the worth waiting for card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being able to experience divine timing in this connection, especially when it comes to being able to get to a space where you feel like, I do feel like with the Seven of Pentacles, this does feel like a little bit of some slow progress, but it does feel like it is so something that could be indicating somewhat of delays on somebody's part, and even when it comes to somebody taking action. And with this King of Wands showing up in the reverse, this does feel like an energy of kind of being in a space where somebody is taking, they maybe actually be in a space where they're not they're not moving as quickly as they would like, or you would like, or you may expect in this connection. But with the worth waiting for card showing up over here, this does feel like there is a sense of being able to come around to being able to take action towards what they believe in, what they want. So I do feel like with the worth waiting for card showing up over here, this also feels like a connection that is worth waiting for. With the Ace of Wands, this does feel like a beginning, a new beginning. And I do feel like also a new beginning in a connection with somebody kind of taking a turn, or being able to actually have a new connection with somebody. And I do feel like with the Lovers card showing up over here, it feels like having a very strong connection with somebody that is coming into your life with this Ace of Wands. And I do feel like it's worth waiting for. With the wedding card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of kind of having the future in mind and wanting to be able to have a connection that's going to be long lasting. I do feel like with the wedding card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being in a space where somebody is viewing this connection as being the one. I do feel like also marriage material when this person thinks about you, and even when it comes to the way in which this connection is making somebody feel. With the Queen of Cups shown up over here, this does feel like an energy of really dealing with somebody who is, I do feel like there is a strong sense of a divine feminine in a connection, kind of inspiring this desire to be able to actually entertain an idea of getting to the stage of a wedding, or even when it comes to viewing somebody as marriage material. I do feel like that does feel like something that somebody has on their mind. I do feel like with the Seven of Pentacles showing up over here, this does feel like somebody kind of working their way to being able to get to that place with you and with this connection. Do you feel like with this Three of Pentacles showing up in the reverse, this does feel like an energy of someone who has not given up on this connection in spite of the circumstances that may surround it? So those are the messages I'm getting with these cards for you, Sagittarius, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, Sagittarius.